Have you ever wondered where your thoughts originate? Thoughts, those ephemeral wisps of consciousness that help shape our reality. They're the driving force behind every decision, every action, and every reaction. They're the architects of our dreams and the weavers of our worries. From the mundane to the profound, thoughts are the threads that knit the tapestry of our existence. But what are thoughts really? Where do they come from? How do they form? These questions have intrigued humanity for ages and have been explored from various angles: philosophical, scientific, and religious. Each perspective offers a unique lens to view this fascinating phenomenon, each one unraveling a different facet of the enigma that is human thought. In the realm of philosophy, ancient Greek thinkers like Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle pondered the origins of thought. They questioned the nature of knowledge and understanding, contemplating if thoughts are innate or if they're shaped by our experiences. Meanwhile, the scientific perspective delves into the intricate workings of our brain, the complex network of neurons and synapses, examining how electrical impulses and chemical reactions translate into thoughts, emotions, and memories. On the other hand, the religious perspective offers a spiritual take on the origin of thoughts, attributing them to divine inspiration or the workings of a higher power. Intricately woven, these perspectives blend, conflict, and intersect, creating a multidimensional exploration of thoughts. And yet, despite centuries of inquiry and investigation, thoughts remain a mystery, an enigma that continues to baffle and fascinate us. In the words of Carl Jung, the famous Swiss psychiatrist and psychoanalyst, the most complicated thing in the world is the human mind. This complexity is what makes the study of thoughts so captivating and so crucial. So let's embark on this intellectual odyssey, navigating the labyrinth of the human mind. Let's unravel the mysteries of thought, delving deep into the philosophical, scientific, and religious perspectives. Let's question, explore, and ponder, for it is through such inquiry that we truly understand ourselves and the world around us. Embark with us on this journey as we explore the labyrinth of the human mind. The ancient Greeks were among the first to ponder the nature of thoughts. In the grand amphitheaters of Athens, Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, and many others sparked the first flames of philosophical inquiry. They asked questions that still resonate with us today, such as, what are thoughts? Where do they originate? And how do they shape our reality? Let's venture back to those ancient conversations. Socrates, the godfather of Western philosophy, proposed that the mind is a blank slate at birth. He believed that all our thoughts and knowledge come from our sensory experiences of the world. Socrates' student had a different view. He saw the mind as a receptacle that holds the eternal and unchanging forms or ideas, which are the perfect and timeless entities that exist independently of the material world. For Plato, thoughts are reflections of these forms captured by the mind. Now imagine Aristotle, Plato's most famous student, listening intently to his teacher. He disagrees. Aristotle sees thoughts as a product of the mind interpreting sensory experiences and abstracting universal principles. He introduces the concept of nous, or mind, as the part of the soul that has the potential to become all things, to think and to know. According to Aristotle, it is the nous that enables us to form thoughts and to reason. The Greek philosophers were not just concerned with the origin of thoughts, but also their implications. They believed that our thoughts shape our actions, our character, and ultimately our destiny. Socrates famously stated, "An unexamined life is not worth living," urging us to scrutinize our thoughts, to question, and to seek wisdom. Plato, in his allegory of the cave, illustrates how our thoughts can trap us in illusions, but also how they can lead us towards enlightenment. And Aristotle, in his Nicomachean Ethics, explores how our thoughts guide us in the pursuit of the good life, the virtuous life. These ancient Greek philosophers saw thoughts as more than just fleeting mental images. They saw them as the essence of our being, the wellspring of our knowledge, and the compass that guides our actions. They perceived thoughts as a bridge between the physical world and the realm of the forms, between what is and what could be. To them, the mind was a fascinating mystery, a divine gift, a realm to be explored. They believed that by understanding the nature of thoughts, we could gain insights into the nature of reality itself. The Greeks laid the foundation for a tradition of inquiry that has spanned millennia. They dared to question, to theorize, to dream. The Greeks laid the groundwork for philosophical exploration of thoughts, a journey we continue to this day. Their thoughts, their philosophies, continue to inspire us, to challenge us, to shape the way we think about our own thoughts. And so the conversation continues, echoing through the centuries, from the amphitheaters of ancient Greece to the minds of modern philosophers, scientists, and thinkers. Fast forward to the 20th century, where a Swiss psychiatrist dared to dive deep into the human psyche. His name was Carl Gustav Jung. Known for his revolutionary ideas, Jung introduced concepts that sought to explain the mystifying source of our thoughts. Jung's theory of the collective unconscious is a cornerstone of his work. He proposed that a part of our psyche is not individual but common to all human beings, a kind of universal, psychic DNA that we inherit at birth. It's an unseen reservoir of our experiences as a species, a storehouse of ancient wisdom, myths, and symbolic imagery. According to Jung, this collective unconscious profoundly influences the thoughts we think, the dreams we dream, and the actions we take. But how does this collective unconscious communicate with us? Jung proposed the concept of archetypes, universally recognizable symbols or patterns that resonate within us. They are like the actors in the theater of our minds, playing out roles that have been written and rewritten over millennia. The hero, the mother, the trickster, the wise old man. These are some of the archetypes that populate our thoughts and dreams, influencing our behaviors and reactions. Comparing Jung's theories with those of the Greek philosophers, we see both similarities and differences. Like the Greeks, Jung believed in the profound importance of self-knowledge. Remember the ancient Greek maxim, "Know thyself"? Jung took this a step further by suggesting that to truly know ourselves, we must also understand the archetypal forces that shape us. However, where the Greek philosophers often focused on rational thought and logic, Jung recognized the importance of the irrational, the emotional, and the symbolic. He saw these as essential components of the human psyche that could not be ignored. In this way, Jung's theories build upon and expand the ideas of the Greek philosophers, offering a more comprehensive view of the human mind. Jung's theories also differ from the Greeks in the emphasis on the collective, shared aspects of the human experience. While the Greeks often highlighted individual reasoning and personal virtues, Jung pointed to the shared human history and heritage as a significant influencer of our thoughts. So according to Jung, when we think, we are not only drawing from our personal experiences, but also from the collective experiences of humanity. Jung's theories provide a fresh perspective on the origin of thoughts, suggesting a link to our shared human history. While they may not answer all our questions, they surely guide us on our journey to understanding the enigma of thoughts, a journey that, much like our thoughts themselves, is deeply personal yet profoundly collective. While philosophers ponder, scientists investigate. What does science tell us about the origin of our thoughts? In the realm of science, thoughts are typically viewed as products of the brain's complex architecture, intricate processes, and ceaseless activity. Scientists, especially those in the fields of neurology and cognitive science, have dedicated countless hours to studying this remarkable organ, trying to decipher the secrets behind its operation. The brain is a marvel of nature, a network of approximately 100 billion neurons, each capable of making about 1,000 connections to other neurons, forming an intricate web of communication circuits. It's within this vast network that thoughts are believed to be born. There's the prefrontal cortex, the area of the brain responsible for executive functions, including decision-making, problem-solving, and self-control. This part of the brain helps us think logically, plan for the future, and make sense of complex scenarios. When you're pondering over a difficult math problem or planning your day, it's your prefrontal cortex that's hard at work. Then there's the limbic system, which includes the amygdala and the hippocampus. This system is involved in processing our emotions and memories. When you're reminiscing about a past event or feeling a strong emotional response, it's the limbic system that's firing up. The parietal lobe, on the other hand, is responsible for integrating sensory information from various parts of the body, forming our spatial sense and navigation abilities. When you're thinking about the route to your favorite cafe or visualizing a map in your head, the parietal lobe is your trusted guide. And let's not forget the occipital and temporal lobes, responsible for visual and auditory processing, respectively. These lobes play a crucial role in forming thoughts related to what we see and hear. But it's not just about the different parts of the brain working independently. The magic of thought formation lies in the interplay between these different regions. It's in the symphony of neural activity, the harmonious dance of billions of neurons firing and wiring together, that our thoughts, ideas, and dreams come to life. Scientific research is continuously evolving, and our understanding of the brain and its functions is far from complete. The brain is a mystery that we've only begun to unravel. Yet, the insights provided in neuroscience give us a fascinating glimpse into the biological machinery that underpins our thoughts. We've come a long way since the days when thoughts were believed to be the result of divine intervention or the movement of celestial bodies. Today, we understand that our thoughts are grounded in the tangible, physical structures of our brains. They are the result of complex biological processes, the product of an organ that, despite being confined within the small space of our skulls, holds the power to conceive of entire universes. Science offers a biological perspective on thoughts, grounding them in the physical structures of our brains. Religions around the world offer their own insights into the origin of thoughts. What wisdom do they share? Delving into the religious perspective, we find a diverse array of interpretations regarding the nature and origin of thoughts. Each religious tradition often holds its unique viewpoint, yet we can also discern common themes, like the idea of thoughts as divine inspiration or as products of spiritual forces. Consider Christianity, for instance. It often interprets thoughts as either inspired by God or influenced by evil forces. This perspective mirrors the classic struggle between good and evil, as thoughts are seen as battlegrounds for these divine and malevolent influences. In the realm of Islam, thoughts are also considered a divine gift, a means for humans to understand the world and their place in it. Yet the Islamic tradition also recognizes the existence of destructive thoughts, whisperings from the devil that attempt to lead us astray. Moving eastward, Buddhism offers a different perspective. Thoughts in Buddhism are seen as transient, like clouds in the sky. They arise due to causes and conditions, and they cease when these conditions are no longer present. They are not inherently good or evil, but are part of the ever-changing fabric of reality. Similarly, Hinduism views thoughts as the products of one's karma, the accumulated effects of past actions. Thoughts are seen as seeds that can manifest into actions, shaping our destiny and influencing our future thoughts. Meanwhile, indigenous religions, like those of the Native Americans or Aboriginal Australians, often view thoughts as deeply connected to nature and the spirit world. Thoughts are not seen merely as individual mental processes, but as part of a greater cosmic conversation. In all these perspectives, thoughts are not merely biochemical reactions confined within our cranium. They are divine inspirations, spiritual forces, transient phenomena, karmic seeds, or cosmic messages. They are more than just the product of our brain, but rather they are intertwined with our soul, our karma, our spiritual and moral compass. These religious perspectives highlight the profound significance of our thoughts. They urge us to pay attention to our inner dialogue, to discern the divine inspiration from the destructive whisperings, to understand the transient nature of our thoughts, to realize the karmic consequences of our mental patterns, and to listen to the cosmic conversation within us. In essence, religion provides a spiritual lens through which to view our thoughts. It transcends the physiological and psychological realms, venturing into the spiritual and moral dimensions. It adds a layer of complexity to our understanding of thoughts, urging us to consider not just where our thoughts come from, but also what they mean and how they shape our lives. Religion provides a spiritual lens through which to view our thoughts, adding another layer of complexity to our understanding. Philosophy, science, and religion, three different paths to understanding the same phenomenon. Each offers a unique perspective on the enigma of thoughts, each with its own strengths and limitations. But what happens when we weave these perspectives together? Can a more complete understanding emerge from the interplay of these diverse viewpoints? Take philosophy, for example. Philosophers have long grappled with the nature of thoughts, exploring questions of consciousness, identity, and the nature of reality itself. Their insights can provide a conceptual framework for understanding thoughts, a lens through which we can interpret our inner experiences. But philosophy, by its very nature, is abstract, concerned more with ideas than with the tangible physical world. That's where science comes in. With its rigorous methodologies and empirical focus, science offers a more grounded perspective. Neurologists, for instance, can map the neural pathways that thoughts travel along, while psychologists can study the patterns of thinking and the effects of thoughts on behavior. Yet, despite its precision and objectivity, science can only tell us so much. It can describe the mechanics of thought, but it struggles to capture the subjective, personal experience of thinking. And then there is religion. For many, religion provides a spiritual context for understanding thoughts. It offers a sense of purpose, a moral compass, a connection to something greater than ourselves. But religion, too, has its limitations. It is often based on faith, not empirical evidence, and its teachings can vary widely from one tradition to another. But what if we were to view these perspectives not as competing, but as complementary? What if philosophy, science, and religion are simply different pieces of the same puzzle, each offering a piece of the truth? Imagine a tapestry woven from threads of philosophy, science, and religion. Each thread contributes to the overall pattern, but no single thread can capture the entire design. The philosophical thread provides the conceptual structure, the scientific thread adds empirical detail, and the religious thread weaves in a sense of meaning and purpose. In this way, an integrated understanding of thoughts can emerge. Philosophy can help us grapple with the abstract, conceptual aspects of thoughts. Science can shed light on the physical, observable processes involved in thinking, and religion can provide a spiritual context, a sense of purpose and meaning. By embracing the interplay of these perspectives, we can gain a richer, more nuanced understanding of thoughts. We can begin to appreciate the complexity and diversity of our inner experiences, to see the intricate dance of ideas, emotions, and beliefs that shape our perception of the world. No single perspective has all the answers, but together they paint a richer picture of the world of our thoughts. The origin of thoughts is a mystery we continue to unravel. As we journey through the labyrinth of our minds, we've ventured into various realms: philosophy, psychology, science, and religion, each offering its unique insights. In the realm of philosophy, we've walked alongside great thinkers like Socrates and Plato, who believed that our thoughts are recollections from a world of forms. We delved into Aristotle's mind, who proposed that our thoughts are a result of our interactions with the world. Then, we journeyed through the psychological landscape with Carl Jung, who suggested that our thoughts are manifestations of our collective unconscious, a reservoir of experiences shared by all of humanity. In the scientific universe, we've peered into the intricate web of neurons, exploring how electrical impulses and chemical reactions give rise to our thoughts. We've glimpsed the astounding complexity of our brain, the organ that makes us who we are. In the religious sphere, we've contemplated the belief that our thoughts are divine messages, or perhaps a reflection of our soul, offering us guidance and wisdom. But even as we've journeyed far and wide, we realize that we're still only at the beginning. The origin of thoughts remains shrouded in mystery. Each perspective we've explored presents more questions than answers. Are thoughts truly recollections from another realm? Do they stem from our collective unconscious? Are they a result of our brain's complex workings, or are they divine messages from a higher power? Or perhaps, are they a blend of all these elements? This quest to understand our thoughts is unending. It's a journey that takes us deeper into the core of what makes us human. It's a journey that transcends the boundaries of disciplines, challenging us to think outside the confines of our own perspectives. As we continue to explore, remember, every thought is a step on the journey to understanding ourselves.